You're not speaking up because you don't think your voice matter. It can be scary to speak up or voice our opinions. There are many times where I had an opportunity to say something, but I was so scared because I was afraid that I might offend somebody, or what I say wasn't important, or if I speak up, I was scared that I might get punished by my thoughts or my opinion. So growing up, I played very small. I was scared, and the inner critics of don't say nothing. You don't want to cause any problem. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Be a good girl. You don't need to say anything. And that's how I grew up. I grew up just not saying anything. And there are times where like, oh, I didn't want to go to this church function, but I was being nice and I went. And I was young and it was boring for me. But I didn't speak up or let my parents know that, hey, I didn't want to go. But I was playing the good girl and just like, okay, let's go, pleasing everyone. Be aware of your own thoughts. That meaning awareness. Recognize the inner critic voice. Sometimes our inner critic is not true at all. So learning of the inner voice passing by, is what you're thinking true? Most of the time, it's not even true. We just make things up. Or sometimes we get it from, our mothers, our friends, of somebody else's opinion, and we have their opinion in our thoughts. So learning to recognize those inner critics. Is it true? Or thinking about before you say something. Is this true? Am I going to hurt anybody? Or is this just for my benefit, for me wanting to be right? So having the awareness and recognizing what is your inner critic. Stop comparing yourself to others. Sometimes when we want to say something, we are afraid of what the other people's going to think. So learning to recognize that what you have to say is important. Maybe what you have to say is going to make somebody laugh. Maybe what you have to say, somebody's thinking the same exact thing, but is afraid to voice it out. Maybe it's embarrassing. Maybe it's like you might feel like, oh, it's stupid or nobody's going to get it. But somebody right there is thinking the same thing, but or not saying anything. So, if we can stop comparing ourselves to others or what other is going to think of your opinion, that is like a huge relief for yourself. And the freedom that you get from this is like, Rose, what you just say there touched my heart. I don't know what it is, but I hope you come with like a loving kindness approach away of your opinion. Sometimes your opinion might be totally wrong, but guess what? You will learn from it. Not having the personal like attacks or like judgment. If you are able to say your opinion, it takes courage to voice your opinion. And sometimes saying what you have to say is good for your mental health, just because you're not bottling things up inside and store it inside of you. It's learning to speak in a more like kind and a compassionate way to others, and how freeing it is to be able to express how you feel. You can boost your confidence by speaking up. You can boost your confidence by doing something out of your comfort zone. For me, public speaking, I was terrified. So what did I do? I started to going to Toastmaster classes. Watching them speak, was in awe of them. Like, wow, they are great speakers. How can I, be a speaker like them? taking those small steps, right? And for me is also taking comedy classes and actually going up on stage for an open mic and doing stand-up comedy. That took some guts right there, right? So my confidence builds off one, out of the other. Or I think, it's like a building blocks. So, we're just Legos playing with it. I took Toastmasters and I'm building up with stand-up comedy, building another one. Then I start doing IG lives, building another Lego on top, right? Then I start doing YouTube videos, building another Lego on top. Then I'm speaking to you guys on this video, making more Legos, right? I don't know what I'm actually building, but I am getting confidence out of this by taking the small action steps into becoming a better speaker. So life is just like a blank sheet, right? We're Legos. How are we building our confidence up? One brick at a time. Just like working out. I wanted to take care of my health, want to learn about nutrition, and taking care of my body. I didn't know what to do. So what did I do? I went to the gym, right? And the more curiosity you have about something, the more, to me, you learn. So going to the gym, building my body up, right? Then adding nutrition. What is good for my body? And just those small steps of commitment, going to the gym three days a week, making the commitment for make sure I'm eating all my greens every day or I have greens in my plate, is those building blocks, those foundations. How are we speaking to ourselves daily? Are we aware of the voice coming by? Sometimes the critical voice comes, it happens. Women, we're more, I think they said there was a study saying that we're 8 times more self-critical than men. That's huge. Imagine if we can be less critical of ourselves. There'd be so much opportunities and the confidence within ourselves. It blossom. So next time you have an opportunity to express your opinion or take a risk, do it, right? Silence that inner critic voice that's telling you, oh, you can't do this. You're gonna offend somebody, You're not gonna get that promotion if you speak out like that. Oh, it's not ladylike. Silence the inner critic and stop comparing yourself to others. You are perfect just as you are, girlfriend. You are. And do you. Nobody does it better than you do. Nobody does it better than what I do, Rosie. There's no duplicate of Rosie. Only I can do me. And that right there is confidence because there's nobody like you. So you do you. And you do the best you can. And you're the best at it too. Try new things. Trying new things can be a confidence builder. Because when you're out of your comfort zone, you don't know what's going to happen. But imagine all the good things that can happen. Just like me putting myself doing 75 hard. Whew, that's way out of my comfort zone. But guess what? I build confidence in doing those daily tasks every single day. Not letting myself down. That's a challenge. Try something new. Be more self-aware. Get to know yourself. Who? Me? Yes, get to know yourself and accept yourself for where you are at and how you are going to be improving from now on. Nobody can do it like you. There's only one of us in this role. So be you. We need you. We need your personality. We need your Voice your opinion, what you have to say. Be you. Do you, boo? Also, take action on what you want in life. Put yourself first. Exercise. Move your body. Feed your body with nutritious nourishing meals. Work out. Exercise those muscles. Keep it strong. Practice the skills that you are wanting to improve. For me, public speaking. Here I am. Also, smile. Hey, smile. When you smile, it's nice to see somebody smiling, because sometimes like, oh, they're smiling. I like, why I should be smiling too.